Okay, so this is going to be a tutorial on my friend. This is the first part, basically me putting on her face. I already posted her eye look. But, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use Revlon Colorstay Foundation. And the color I'm using on her is, the color I'm using is 220 Natural Beige. So I'm going to apply that color with a MAC 187. I really just like the way that brush applies foundation. Gives you the nice airbrush look. And the reason I am using the Revlon Colorstay is because, well, for one, it's really the only color I had that matched her, but also it is very good coverage, and I don't know if you can tell, but she does have quite a bit of acne, so I want something that's going to cover that up and not make that too obvious. And I'm just going to dab that all over her face. And I'm going to also put it over her lips and on her cheeks and pretty much just cover the whole face. And now I'm taking a MAC 109 and I'm just going over everything I did just to make sure it is really smoothed out, and I'm just going to buff it in, make sure I didn't miss any spots, and just make sure it's all really nice and blended. Don't mind her ridiculous faces. Now I'm taking MAC's Natural Mineralized Skin Finish in medium dark, and I'm using a big kabuki brush, and I'm just going over her whole face to set the foundation with that powder. I really like this powder by MAC. Once again, it's Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. It's a very good setting powder, in my opinion. Now I'm going to conceal her blemishes and pimples, and to do that I'm using the MAC 142 brush, and I am using the Coastal Scents Concealer Palette. And I'm just taking my brush and going over the little pimples she may have just to cover them up. Now, normally you would do this before you set your whole face with the powder, but I did forget. So I'm doing it now, and then later I will go back over it with powder. And this is my attempt to get an icon for my YouTube videos, so hopefully it works. So now I'm all finished concealing. And once again, she's showing you what I used. Now, like I said, I'm going to go over that concealer with powder to set that also, since I know I already put the powder on the face, but I did forget to conceal. So now I'm going to go over it again, because you always want to set a cream or liquid with a powder so it does not sweat off or rub off. Now I am going to apply her blush, and as you can see, I am using the Coastal Scents blush palette to do so. And to apply it, I'm just using a Essence of Beauty brush from CVS. And I mixed several colors to get the color I used on her cheeks, so I don't really know. I didn't use a specific one. I actually wish I would have made the blush a little bit more, not brighter, but a little bit more noticeable. It's a bit toned down, not as obvious as if I would have liked it to have been, but I'm just applying it to the apples of her cheeks. Now I'm going to apply her cheek highlight, and I'm using the same brush, and I'm using a pigment by MAC called Gold Dusk, and it's just a very shimmery gold color. And I just put that on the top of her cheekbone to highlight her cheek. And earlier I forgot to put concealer under her other eye. I'm just forgetting all kinds of things. So I put the concealer under her other eye since I did forget. And now what I'm going to do is, I think I may be done, actually. Or no, I'm going to apply bronzer. And there was really no specific pattern I used to apply it. I just kind of put it all over just to make her look a little bit darker. And I used the MAC's Solar Rich bronzer. Or Riche, whatever it's called. And that completes the look. So, thank you.